Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. And we find ourselves in the town of Portadown. And where we're heading now is actually to Thornton House. Now, it was one of the biggest businesses in Portadown, and it was a grocery wholesalers. It was A.D. Thornton, and it was constructed in 1832. And this is the building here, as you can see. And so that's the building here. And as you can see, I'll try and zoom in and let you see the sign better. As you can see, it's A&D Thornton Limited, and they were the wholesalers. And the building, as I say, it was constructed, as you can see there, in 1832. And originally, this building actually was the Methodist Church, and this was the manse as well. So you had the church building plus the manse as well. And as I say, this was the Methodist Church up until 1860, whenever the current church was opened just up the road, and I'll take you up and show you that. But there's the current church there, that's the Methodist Church, and it's a pretty impressive building, as you can see. But this was it wasn't the first church, it was the old church. There was another Methodist church actually in here in 1802, and not in this particular site, but in the area. And so the Methodists actually were here before 1832 with this building. They were actually here in the area in 1802. And John Wesley actually preached in Portadown. And he preached actually in the area 7 times. And as I say, the Methodists, they were the first to actually start a church here in 1802 in the town. And Wesley, on his first visit to the town in 1767, he spoke of Portadown as a place not troubled with any kind of religion. In other words, there was no denominations here at all when he got here. And so, as I say, the Methodists were the first denomination here in 1802 in the town. Now, Portadown felt the 1859 revival, just like many other towns in the province. The 1859 revival actually had a tremendous influence on not only Portadown but all the north of Ireland, and the effects were evident in here in Portadown, in this town. Open air meetings were held in fields on the banks of the Bann, and they attracted large crowds, and many people came to a saving faith in Jesus Christ. And a report on conditions in Ireland, published in Philadelphia just a year later, in 1860, actually tells of how Orange lodges voluntarily abandoned their traditional 12th of July parades, and how Orange men and Roman Catholics were actually seen peacefully conversing and exchanging expressions of kindness. It reminds me of Proverbs 16 verse 7. When a man's ways please the Lord, he makes even his enemies to be at peace with him. And certainly we need to please the Lord, don't we? And the only way we can please the Lord is through our faith, through faith in Jesus Christ and repenting of our sins. Dr. Ian Paisley said in his book concerning the 1859 revival that Portadown is the largest town of the county. A great revival open air meeting was held here in a field by the side of the river Bann on the 11th of July. He says a young male convert from Belfast addressed the vast multitude assembled, telling of the tremendous happenings he himself had witnessed in County Antrim. Now, as he spoke, a wave of power swept over the gathering. Scores were stricken down under conviction of sin, including the most notorious sinners present. And following this meeting, the revival then spread through the whole town. And so certainly the 1859 revival had a fantastic effect on Portadown, and we certainly need those days again. We need the Lord to move like that again, don't we? And so this is the Methodist Church, and I'm sure you will agree with me, it's a beautiful church, there's no doubt about it. It looks very much like a courthouse, doesn't it, with the pillars? It's like something you would see in Virginia in America. Certainly a beautiful church. I think you will agree. And so that's the Methodist Church. And as I say, John Wesley visited Portadown 7 times and he preached to the people. And so thanks for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. God bless.